The earth is calling out to us. Can you hear its voice? It whispers through the rustling leaves and roars with the rising tides. This is not a drill, not a distant problem for another generation. Our future, the very fabric of our existence, hangs in the balance. But do not despair, for despair is not an option. The power to reshape our world, to heal our planet, is in our hands, together. This is green activism. This is a call to arms, a fervent call for life itself, a chorus that demands justice. We envision a world free from the toxic fumes of relentless greed. We dream of skies clear of corporate smoke. We yearn for rivers running clean and free. This vision is our blueprint for survival. Forget the old ways, the tired narratives that led us here. The era of timid compromises is over. We are not here to tinker at the edges. We are here to build something new, something radical, something transformative. This is the vibrant heart of green activism. This is an open invitation, a heartfelt plea to each of you. Join this movement of green activism. Find your place in this fight. Unite the world to protect our home, our planet. How will we refreeze the polar ice caps, clean the oceans, save coastal cities and island nations, not just America? We need global solidarity through green activism. Real, transformative change never trickles down from the gilded towers of power. It erupts like a volcano from below. It springs forth from our neighborhoods, our towns, our cities. It is born in the hearts of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. All across this nation, people are planting the resilient seeds of green activism. This is precisely where the green activism revolution begins, not in boardrooms, but in the rich, fertile soil of our shared lives. Look around you. Open your eyes to the green activism already underway. See the vibrant community gardens reclaiming forgotten urban spaces. Listen closely to the determined local councils voting to ban single-use plastics. Witness the courageous neighbors organizing block by block to stand against polluting industries. These grassroots green activism movements are the very lifeblood of effective climate action. They are demonstrating to the entire world that another way of living is not only possible but is already being built. This is how we build unstoppable momentum through green activism. A new generation has risen, and their voices are impossible to ignore. They see the world with an astonishing clarity, unburdened by the cynicism that can cloud older eyes. They see the catastrophic failures of past generations, the broken promises, the deferred responsibilities. The youth are not merely the passive inheritors of the future, they are the roaring, active present. They are leading the charge in green activism with unparalleled courage, unwavering conviction, and a profound sense of urgency. Their collective voice is a thunderous, undeniable call for immediate and radical justice. From global school strikes to bold, creative protests, young activists are systematically rewriting the rules of engagement in green activism. They are demanding deep systemic change, not the empty gestures and greenwashing often offered by those in power. They understand the terrifying urgency of this moment in their very bones. They know, with chilling certainty, that time is rapidly running out. We have a moral obligation to listen to them, truly listen. Their fight for green activism is undeniably our fight. Their future is inextricably our future. The earth groans under the immense weight of our collective mistakes. Wildfires rage with unprecedented fury, consuming forests and homes. Superstorms gather strength over warming oceans, devastating coastal communities. Crippling droughts parch once fertile lands, threatening global food security. This is the harsh, lived reality for millions of people around the globe right now. The climate crisis is no longer knocking at the door, it has kicked the door down. But despair is a luxury we cannot afford. From the smoldering ashes of disaster, incredible resilience blooms through green activism. Communities on the front lines of climate chaos are not merely passive victims, they are warriors, innovators, survivors of green activism. They are actively developing bold, ingenious solutions born from dire necessity, driven by green activism. Their courage is a testament to the human spirit and the power of green activism. True innovation in green activism is not merely about shiny new gadgets or the latest technological fads. Real, meaningful innovation in green activism serves life, not quarterly earnings reports. It fundamentally challenges the destructive status quo. It empowers communities, rather than concentrating power in the hands of a few. We desperately need a revolution in how we think about and deploy technology and green activism. Imagine energy systems that are decentralized, truly democratic, and powered entirely by the sun and wind. Imagine cities designed for people and nature, with thriving green spaces and accessible public transit. These are not utopian pipe dreams, they are entirely achievable goals. Grassroots innovators in green activism are already leading this crucial charge. Community-owned renewable energy projects are sprouting up, bringing clean power and local jobs. This is the incredible creative power of the people, unleashed and working for the common good. We must passionately champion these life-affirming innovations in green activism. The urgent fight for green activism and climate justice is inseparable from the broader fight for social and economic justice. Marginalized communities bear the heaviest burdens of a rapidly changing climate. Yet, these are the very communities that have contributed the least to causing this crisis. Our movements for green activism must be built upon a foundation of deep, active, and unwavering solidarity. There can be no compromise with the powerful forces that prioritize short-term profit over the well-being of people and the planet. We need profound structural transformation through green activism. Our greatest strength lies in our unity, in our ability to connect and collaborate. When we recognize our shared interests in green activism, we become an unstoppable force for change. Our liberation is truly bound together through green activism. The earth is alive and it's calling us to fight, not with weapons but with courage, with solidarity, with a love so fierce it can reshape the world through green activism. This isn't a moment for hesitation or half-hearted promises. This is a revolution, a peaceful, unstoppable revolution led by us. The people who refuse to let our planet or our future be stolen through green activism. We're not here to beg corporations or governments for scraps. We're here to demand justice, equity, and a planet that thrives for every living soul through green activism. This movement is about solidarity, not centrism. It's about truth, not compromise. It's about building a future where clean air, safe water, and dignity are rights, not privileges. Why does this matter? Because the fight for our planet is the fight for our lives. It's the fight for peace. Stay with me, this is where we rise. What if saving our planet through green activism could spark a revolution for justice and peace? Hit subscribe, share this video, and let's build this future together. Green activism doesn't come from elite summits or corporate PR. It grows from the ground up, in the dirt and sweat of communities who refuse to let this planet die. In Chicago, vacant lots are now gardens feeding thousands, a testament to green activism. In Navajo Nation, water protectors are defending sacred rivers, embodying green activism. This green activism movement is hyper-local, alive, and unstoppable. Look at the youth. Gen Z is rewriting the rules of green activism. They're not waiting for permission to speak truth in their green activism. On TikTok, X, and YouTube, they're teaching millions how to compost, resist fast fashion, and demand climate justice through green activism. Their voices are loud, and they're not backing down from green activism. This fight belongs to everyone. Black communities facing toxic pollution, standing up through green activism. Indigenous nations defending their lands with green activism. Working-class towns building solar co-ops as part of their green activism. This is solidarity. Every voice lifted, every hand joined, every heart committed to a future that leaves no one behind, driven by green activism. Engagement. What's one green action happening in your community? Drop it in the comments. Let's celebrate the roots of this green activism revolution. The planet is sounding alarms. Record heat in 2024. Floods swallowing homes. Wildfires turning forests to ash. Food prices climbing. Asthma spiking. Entire communities uprooted. This is climate change. Not a distant threat, but our reality right now. Yet in this crisis, we find fire. Not just destruction, but purpose. Green activism is rising. In Puerto Rico, communities are building solar microgrids, defying a system that left them in the dark. This is green activism in action. In the Midwest, farmers are healing soil with regenerative practices, proving we can rebuild better. Green activism is leading the way. These aren't just solutions, they're acts of rebellion against a world that tells us to give up. Green activism is our answer. Make no mistake, climate change hits hardest where injustice already thrives. Black neighborhoods, indigenous lands, low-income towns. But those same communities are leading with resilience, showing us how to fight with vision and courage. Green activism is their strength. This is our wake-up call, and we're answering it with green activism. Engagement. How has climate change touched your life? Share your story below. We're stronger when we speak together. Green activism unites us. This revolution isn't just marches, it's green activism through innovation that breaks the chains of destruction. Solar energy is now cheaper than coal, 20% cheaper in 2025 alone. Plant-based plastics are slashing waste. Carbon capture is scaling up. These aren't just tech wins, they're punches thrown at fossil fuel empires. But let's be clear, corporations aren't our heroes. For every company pushing net zero, another's greenwashing their way to profits. We see through the lies, we demand action, real, measurable change, not slick PR. The real power lies in knowledge. California schools are teaching climate literacy, how to understand and fight for our planet. Every classroom in America needs this. Education isn't just empowerment, it's a weapon for the next generation to wield in green activism. Engagement. What's one climate innovation that gives you hope? Let's talk about the future we're building through green activism. We don't want political unity. Centrism is a lie, a soft cage that protects the powerful while our planet chokes. We don't negotiate with extinction. We don't compromise with injustice. We stand in solidarity with those who've been fighting from the start. Indigenous protectors guarding sacred lands, Black communities battling toxic dumps, youth striking for a future they deserve. Solidarity means picking a side. The side of the earth, the side of the oppressed, the side of truth. Flint's poisoned water isn't a mistake, it's a crime. Louisiana's Cancer Alley isn't an oversight, it's violence. We reject the idea that we must meet halfway with those who profit from destruction. This fight is global. From youth-led strikes to the Paris Agreement, we're linked across borders, building a green activism movement louder than any corporation or government. Solidarity is our strength, and it's unbreakable. Engagement. Who do you stand in solidarity with in this fight for green activism? Share their names, their causes, let's amplify them. As we journey through this pivotal moment in history, we must remember that green activism is not a single, sweeping event. It's the culmination of countless acts of persistence and resilience in green activism. It's the community garden that sprang up in a concrete jungle, feeding families and fostering unity through green activism. It's the local solar initiative that turned a neighborhood into a beacon of sustainable energy, a triumph of green activism. It's the youth-led marches that filled the streets with a roaring demand for climate justice, a testament to the power of green activism. These victories, though they may seem small in isolation, are the building blocks of a larger, unstoppable movement in green activism. They are the proof that grassroots green activism works, that our voices, when combined, can shake the very foundations of entrenched power. Every petition signed, every rally attended, every conversation that plants a seed of awareness. These are the sparks that light the fire of green activism. Our persistence in green activism is our power. It's what turns the tide in our favor, transforming despair into hope and hope into tangible change through green activism. We must continue to push forward, to innovate, to unite in our green activism. We must remain steadfast in our commitment to a just and sustainable future through green activism. So let us celebrate these moments of triumph in green activism, but let us also recognize that they are just the beginning. The journey ahead is long, but with every step we take in our green activism, we move closer to a world where equity, justice, and sustainability are not just ideals, but realities. Engagement. Share your stories of persistence in green activism. What small victories in green activism have you witnessed or been a part of? Let's celebrate and inspire each other through our green activism. Imagine a world reborn, a world transformed by our collective green activism, a world where the air we breathe is crisp and clean, free from pollutants, where the water that sustains us is pure and life-giving, where ancient forests thrive, vibrant and full of biodiversity. Imagine communities living in genuine harmony with the natural world and with each other. This is the beautiful, resilient world we are fighting for through green activism. This brighter future is not guaranteed. It must be consciously, painstakingly built. It will be built with our hands through dedicated work and creative action. It will be built with our hearts, fueled by compassion and a fierce love for this planet. It will be built with our minds, guided by wisdom and innovative thinking. The path ahead is undoubtedly challenging, but we do not walk it alone. The vibrant seeds of this new world are already sprouting all around us. The revolution for justice, for peace, for a living planet is already well underway. It is wonderfully diverse and incredibly powerful, You are a vital, indispensable part of this green activism. The time for decisive action is now, today. Together, united in purpose and action, we will write a magnificent new chapter for humanity. Our shared victory through green activism awaits us.